Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Marcus Elbow. Welcome to Elbow Media Studios. And if this is your first time, man, I really appreciate you stopping by, bro. Because guess what? All we do over here is keep it crunk. Elbow Media Studio. All right, so today we're going to be taking another look at the iMPC Pro 2, but I got a special tutorial for y'all today because one of the main problems that I've been having with this app is it's been very difficult for me to get my samples, all of my kicks, snares, and whatever else I want to put inside the app. It's been a chore to get it done. Now, I figured out a way to get it done. Unfortunately, you got to have a computer, preferably a Mac computer, in order for you to do this. So I hope that you're prepared, but I'm going to show you how to import your samples into iMPC Pro 2. Come on, man, let's go. Let's jump on the computer. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to iTunes, right? And again, you got to have your iPad connected to your computer. As you can see right here, I have my iPad connected to my computer. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to iTunes, and then we're going to click on our iPad. And then once we click on our iPad, we're going to go to file sharing. And this sounds familiar because whenever you go into the iMPC Pro, you see on there where it says iTunes file sharing. This is where you actually can go in and add your sounds in. Once you go to file sharing inside of iTunes, you're going to look for the auto copy application. Once you click on that, as you can see here, I've already added some of my sounds already. But what we're going to do is, if you look over here, I have another sound pack called My Sound Pack. All I'm going to do is click on that, and I'm just going to pull it into that folder. Okay? It's going to take a little time to load up. And boom, that's it. Man, this is too crazy. That is all I have to do. And next, all I got to do is just get out of iTunes and then head over to the iPad. So come on, let's run over to the iPad and we're going to take a look and see if everything is on there. And we're going to try to make a beat using some of those sounds, all right? All right, come on, let's roll. All right, so now since we have our sounds inside of Auto Share, we can pop right into Auto Share real quick so I can show you that those sounds are there. As you can see right here, we have the iTunes file share, just like we had on the desktop. If we go ahead and pop in there, you will see right here at the top, it says My Sound Pack. So we do know now that that transfer did take place. We are on the iPad and those sounds are there, all right? And if we pop in, we can see that we have all our sounds here, okay? Now, so what we want to do, let's just go ahead and jump into iMPC Pro 2 so that we can start using those sounds. All right, let's pop in. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to start us a new project. And if you have not seen my overview of iMPC Pro 2, I will leave a card up here so that you can check that out real quick, and then you should be able to follow along a lot easier that way. Okay, so let's go ahead on and open up a new project, and we're just going to find us just a blank canvas. Okay. All right, so now that we have iMPC Pro 2 up, we're so excited about getting those new sounds. Let's go ahead on and break that down and see where those sounds are. What we're going to do is we're going to go into my program. We're on track 1, as you can see up here, and we're going to go into my program, and this is going to show us all of the sound packs that we do have loaded. And again, our sounds are not in here yet. And if we go to my programs, you will see right here where I do have a few sounds that I've already loaded in. And I've created a couple of kits and all that. And we're going to do some tutorials on that as well. But right now, we're just going to try to get our sounds in there. So let's go ahead and go to Tweak. And then we get over into Tweak. This is where we can go ahead on and paste all of those sounds that we just put in and we just imported inside of Auto Copy into iMPC Pro 2. So let's go ahead and hit Auto Paste. When we hit Auto Paste, it's going to bring up the UI and the interface that we're used to seeing with all of our sound packs that we have purchased, or the ones that we have got for free. And if you can't see that, I can lighten that screen up just a little bit so that you can see that better, as you can see here. And here goes iTunes file share. We're going to go ahead and click on that, and there it is, my sound pack here at the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on that, and we can go ahead and paste all of those sounds. So let's go ahead and hit that. And this is just like we did, in my last tutorial where I showed you how to import all of your sound packs into your deal. Let's see. You can load up to 64 sounds. Okay, no. So let's just go ahead. No, just place the library. It's asking us, do we want to load all of those sounds onto a pad? And we do not want to do that at the moment. Only thing we want to do is get those sounds inside of our library. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to go, and since we've already pasted those sounds in, we want to go ahead on and try to get to our sounds. So let's go ahead and go over to our right, down at the right-hand corner at the bottom here. We're going to go ahead and hit that button. And now we can go into search. And once you hit that search, this is where all of my sounds live, you know, and the sounds that are in my sound packs. But since I have all my sounds named, I can just go in here and find all of my custom sounds, custom loops, whatever I need. And I can also just click on there and put in sample if I just want to find some samples. And as you can see here, it gives me my samples right at the top here. Let's just see. Let me see if we can just hit this little icon here and preview it. Right. And you can hit it twice if you want to stop it. Okay, I think that's a sample that I want right there. So as you can see, we went ahead and search. And if you already know what your sounds are, it makes it even more simple. So now all you have to do is hold on, grab it, and drop it into your first pad or whatever pad you want to drop it into. But again, since I know some of the stuff that I have, and I know it's hard for you to see the keyboard here because of how bright it is. But let's just say if I want to type in kick. And if I type in kick, it's going to give me all of the kicks. And what I like about it seems to give me all of the custom ones first. And then it starts to go through some of the other kicks. But, I love the fact that, once you do finally get the sounds in here, you can start to really move around inside of the software locating your sounds. So let's just go ahead and play around with this real quick. And this is not going to be a full tutorial on making a beat. I am going to do from start to finish with this software. But what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and just create something real quick. Since now that we know how to get our sounds in here. Okay, let's go with 4 bars. Okay, time signature is going to be 4/4. And let's see if we can pop this sample in here real quick. I like that. All right. So now that we have that sound in there, we can easily just go to our next track. Let's just go to track 3. We're going to create a drum track the same way we've done, okay? And we're just going to start adding some sounds real quick, just kind of messing around, okay? Let's go back to tweak. We're already on sound, so let's look at getting the kick in here. I like that. All right, so let's just go ahead and bring that in. Let's try to find us a snare real quick. Okay. That sounds kind of wicked. I'm going to pull that into my second one. Kind of like that a little bit too. And while we edit, essentially what we're doing is we're building our sound kit right here, our kick, whatever you want to call it. So let's just go ahead and try to find a hi-hat real quick. And again, I know it's kind of bright as far as, looking at this, but all right, let's bring that in. All right, let's get an 808 in here. All right, so we got the 808, we got a little kick, a couple of snares, hi-hats. Let's see what we can do. I like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move on to the next track. So what we can do is we can go ahead and create us a quick sound bank so that we can use this, in the future. So the way that we do that is very simple. We already have this here. If we get out of that, let's go here. We're going to go into My Programs, and then we're going to save this current program. And it's going to ask us, do we want to name it, of course. And we can just call it, I don't know, new kit. Okay. Done. That's done now. So now, whenever we want this kit to get loaded up, we could easily just pop it in. And if we go look at our tracks, we'll see that, everything is empty except this one. So if we go back to this one, right, we're on track 4 now, and I want to use a cymbal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in here. I'm going to go to My Sounds, right? And then that new kit is right there. And once I hit that, it will load up. So that's how you create a kit. If you had any questions about how to do that, okay? All right, let's go ahead and put some cymbals in here. We're going to go back to perform. We could always do the note repeat. Sound a little bit better to me right there. And then what I can do is we can go to track 5, and then we're going to create another drum track, and then also we're going to load in My Programs. We're going to load in that new kit again, right? And then after we load that in, we know we have that, and then we can go in and kind of mess around with it a little bit. Let's see how that sounds. Kind of just playing around a little bit. Maybe add some little reverb or something to that. Go into the mixer. We know it lives there. Turn it down a little bit. We can use a pencil. And remember, guys, we're using all of our own samples in this, so you know what I mean? That's what's cool about that. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we can add to it real quick. Just kind of messing around a little bit. Mix it a little bit. What we're doing, we're just steady going through, adding some of our sounds in here. Go over to the FX and we can mess around with the delay here a little bit. Go back to the mixer, bring it down some. Okay. Let's add a little 808, man, then we'll get out of here. Get back out of there. we're gonna go ahead and go into, we're gonna take this and turn it into 16 levels so we can, all right. Yeah, we'll roll with that. Yeah, I like it. All right. So, boy, did we learn a lot today. So, as you can see, it is possible to actually take your sounds, your own created or wherever you got them from, your sound packs if you download them from the internet, and you can actually add those sounds into your iMPC Pro 2. You just got to have a computer, a Mac or whatever. All right? That's what's up. I will say this, you know, we shouldn't have to go through all of these little nuances in order for us to be able to get our sounds on it. So the developers who made this app, if you guys are listening to us, we do not want to have to jump through all of these different hoops in order for us to be able to get our own samples inside of this application. So you guys need to figure out a workaround. You know, this app has been out for a while, so that we won't have to go through all these different changes. But there's a way to do it. I just showed you. We just did a track, and I just showed you how to use the sounds and how to bring them in. But again, if you don't have a Mac computer, this really is irrelevant. It doesn't mean anything to you because you cannot use this function. And if there's another way to do it without having a Mac computer, I'll try to find a way. But right now, this is the quickest way to get your sounds and how to import your samples into iMPC Pro, man. Look, man, I know y'all listening to the track right now. It's another one of my subscribers' submission beats. Like I told y'all a couple of weeks ago or last week, if you submit your beats and I'm digging them, I'm gonna put them in my videos so people can hear your music, and I'm gonna leave down in the description where people can go and they can find you and they can try to, you know, buy a beat or listen to your music or listen to your creativity and, you know, and join in with what you got going. So don't forget, guys, don't forget to submit your beats this week. All right, man. Look, man, I'm your boy Marcus Elbow. This has been Elbow Media Studios, man. I appreciate y'all coming by and checking out the channel. I'm gonna see y'all next week with another tutorial, no doubt. All right, man. 1.